Hello everyone, this is Elijah. I want to apologize firstly for the audio quality, like, you know, the echo that you hear in the background, because I did move like a month ago and I don't really have insulation, so yeah, it's gonna sound a bit wonky, but don't worry, I'll get a thing set up for like next time I do something like this. But this is going to be the final Q&A that I'm going to be doing for Expanded Edition, because it's going to be releasing this anniversary, December 23rd. So, it's a very short one, since, you know, this came out of the blue and stuff. I just want to at least give you guys some more stuff before, instead of just sort of sitting there, like, sort of patiently waiting. For the eventual disappointment. Anyways, so yeah, let's go on to the first one, which is by Xanthiana Zan, who said, 1. Since Kitty is in the game, and Kitty doesn't want her character in TRTF fan games, would you replace it with a different character? No. Well, I mean, I've already worked out a solution for the whole Kitty stuff for soft reboot, but here it's still Kitty Faz Cat. It's still Pink Animatronic Cat. Pink Animatronic Showbiz Cat. It's because she announced like all of this when I'm in the finalization of everything. So like, I'm not gonna cut corners, spend a little bit more development time by like thinking of a new character I could replace her with, and then do that. So I'm sorry I'm disrespecting your wishes, Hannah, but you should have, like, said that sooner rather than later. So I'm sorry. Kitty Faz Cat's still in the game. 2. Do you hope the release date will go well, or will there be even more delays? I don't know what you mean by that. There wasn't really a delay. So, yeah. And of course it'll go well. I'm releasing this on the 2nd anniversary, or the 9th anniversary. And I think it could be seen as probably the most impressive TRTF fan game out there. Not to stroke my own ego, but it is essentially 5, if you're counting GPD, then 6 like TRTF game remakes into one that was made under the span of 2 years. Just think about that. Let that sink in. What if there... 3, what if there was a Carson versus Carson fight? That is, Carson versus himself? Maybe other I don't know what the fuck you mean by this third question. And I know you are Carson Lopez, so. 4, will you allow custom stories like Amnita's The Dark Descent, or otherwise mods to tier? No, there isn't any mod support. Just because the code base is very messy and shitty, and I don't want people to, like, try to wrap their head around it, so yeah. What is MATLAB, and have you ever considered using it for Expanded Edition? I need to wrap myself on what MATLAB is again, so hold on. Programming language, numerical computer development. Oh, it's just a math algorithm. So this next question is by Under Construction, #shame on Dalen. Weird username, but okay. 1, is it close to finishing it? Yes, it's done. What will you make after this project is done? Soft reboot, a few original game ideas that I have, maybe something else that is teased in Expanded Edition's files. Essentially there's a super secret folder, and there's a way to access it that will tease to the next game. And will the game have endings like a bad ending? Yes, I already explained this in, I think, the first or the second Q&A, but there are I believe, 6 to 7 different endings in the game. So you'll have a lot of endings, and again, depending on which ending you get, you unlock a corresponding TRTF game. So I hope that satisfies. I was going to do these in order, but I want to save the third question for last, so I'll go with this one, which is by Janulu Loco. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Or Junalu? Jonachrome. How proud are you of your work on this game? I'm pretty proud. Not the whole graphics wise, but just like the gameplay. Which actually I'm hoping people will look past my shitty animations and graphics and actually praise the gameplay. That's the one thing I'm hoping for. I think it looks amazing and can't wait to play it. Well, you will. In a week! This last one is by Golden Savior, and he has 4 questions. When coding or designing the game, did you ever run into any major bugs you had to debug? Yes, I have put time and effort into making sure that bugs are mitigated. I believe the biggest one that you can still try with the demo is that you can kind of fuck with the AI by standing on top of shit. I was gonna have this weird system where they would have the ability to just grab and jump scare you right then and there if you like tried to do that cheesing thing, but I couldn't really figure out how to like conceptualize it without it seeming bullshit. So what I did instead is that I just added a bunch of invisible hitboxes so you can't stand on top of them. And as for like seriously major bugs, never really came across it because like besides that AI thing, I think probably the most serious bug was like very early on when I first designed the save system for the inventory. And actually the whole auto saving system is still a bit pretty buggy, but I tried to work the kinks out as best as I can. So 2, out of all the characters you've designed, which one from the roster would you consider the hardest to make? Beast. It's the Beast. And why? She's 10 million triangles that you have to then condense down without it looking very shitty, and then you have to redo her rigging because the rigging for her that was made is god awful, and then you have to set up the IK bones, and then you have to animate it. Like, the Beast, in my opinion, is the scariest one in this game, but she was just the hardest to make because she's just bullshit. Fuck the Beast. Anyways, how has your week been so far? It's been doing great. I've always loved Christmas time, man. Like, just being December, just having like this nice jovial mood and all, especially, you know, with the whole TRTF anniversary thing as well. Like, even though I'm not really hosting the events anymore, it's still fun to celebrate a game franchise that has personally inspired me to make games and ideas and all that shit. And the final one is TRTF and Frictional Games collab one. Yes, that would be the most weirdest thing ever, but I would be so... Actually, I would just love to, like, be a part of Frictional, or just, like, I don't know, like, collab with them with, like, making, like, I don't know, like, a Penumbra remake. But yeah, other than that, thank you to the 4 people that asked questions. Hope you found satisfaction in me answering them. And now I'll leave you with this funny meme video, because apparently that's how I end these.
Can you believe it, guys? Just a week away. week! Woohoo! I am so happy about this information. Just a week away. Oh, wow. Can you believe it? Just in a week. It got here so fast.